Welcome to Frywall Fridays. Today we're making Vietnamese pork chops. I used to work in Chinatown here in New York, and there are some great Vietnamese restaurants, and these pork chops were my all-time favorite. And it turns out that if you can get your hands on a couple of key ingredients, they're really easy to make at home. And those two ingredients are fish sauce and rice vinegar. We're going to use these both to marinate the pork chops and to make a wonderful dressing for our salad. For the marinade, I'm going to start by finely chopping a shallot. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and about a teaspoon of black pepper. And I'll give that a mix until the sugar dissolves. I have 4 pork chops about 1 inch thick, and before pouring on the marinade, I'm going to go ahead and poke them with a fork to let the marinade seep in a little bit more. Get that flavor nicely integrated. And get the other side as well. And now I will put the marinade on both sides. We're going to marinate these out on the counter for a half hour. If you want to do this ahead, you can marinate them in the fridge for up to a day. While the pork chops are marinating, we're going to make our rice and also prepare a nice side salad. For the dressing, we're going to revisit a lot of the ingredients we used for the marinade. They're going to have a very different flavor profile because they're all going to be fresh. So we're going to start by finely mincing 1 garlic. Add to that 1 very finely sliced bird's eye chili, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of rice vinegar, the juice of 1.5 limes, and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Give that a mix, and we're going to let that rest for a while until we're ready to serve. The pork chops have been marinating for about half an hour. They're ready to cook. Now, the marinade we're going to preserve because after the pork chops are done, we're going to cook down the marinade and use that as a dipping sauce. I got my pan preheated and about 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil shimmering hot. I'm going to go ahead and add the pork chops and make sure they're not too crowded. I should be able to fit all 4 in here. They're going to go for about 4-5 minutes per side. And I'm going to keep the heat on high here until the pan recovers its heat, and then I'm going to lower the heat to medium-high. These have been going for a touch over 4 minutes. They're starting to get nicely browned, even a little bit charred on the edges, and they're ready to flip. The pork chops are done, but before taking them out of the pan, I'm actually going to give them one more little flip through the pan juices and get those pan juices on the side. That's going to really add a lot of flavor. And I'm going to put these in a just warm oven while I make the sauce for the top. I have my marinade here. I'm going to pour it into a little saucepan, heat it up, and just reduce it a little bit. I'm reducing it both to concentrate the flavors and also it needs to be heated since it was holding raw meat. All right, let's plate this baby. Wow, look at that. These are absolutely beautiful. I have some white rice here that is ready to go. I'll put that beautiful pork chop there. And then we got our salad. Have some greens. Some cucumbers. Some tomatoes. Some cilantro. We have our reduced marinade to put on top of the pork chop. A little bit over the rice. And our beautiful spicy sweet dressing for the salad. There you go. That is one flavorful meal that's done relatively quickly and will blow your family away. Enjoy.